In 200 million years, this Earth will be gone. The continents we know erased. New oceans, new mountains. A world more alien than anything in science fiction. But it's real. This is the future of our planet. Our world is not fixed. It is alive, restless, always moving. We live our lives in the blink of an eye, but Earth moves to a rhythm of millions of years. And if we could fast forward into deep time, we would not recognize the home beneath our feet. To understand Earth's future, we must look to its past. The continents have never been still. For billions of years they have wandered, colliding and breaking apart like drifting rafts on a molten sea. Once, all land was bound together in a single giant, Pangaea, a world continent surrounded by a vast ocean. Before Pangaea came Rodinia, before Rodinia came Nuna, and before that, others lost to time. Each was born, each broke apart, and each reshaped the face of the earth. Mountains are raised and worn down. Seas open and close. Forests spread and vanish. This cycle has repeated again and again, the great breathing of the planet. And we, living here and now, are simply witnesses to one chapter in Earth's endless story. The continents drift because the planet itself is alive with heat. Beneath the crust lies the mantle, vast rivers of rock so hot they move like liquid, slowly churning, carrying the continents above them. This motion is invisible to us, yet unstoppable. Every year, the Atlantic Ocean grows wider by a few centimeters. Every year, the Pacific shrinks. The Himalayas rise a little higher. The Andes push further skyward. The ground we call solid is anything but. Earth's crust is broken into plates, massive slabs that grind and clash at their edges. Where they meet, mountains are born. Where they split apart, oceans are formed. Over millions of years, this movement redraws the map of the world, and in deep time, it drives a pattern: the birth and death of supercontinents. The continents will not stay where they are. Already, scientists can see their fate written in the motion of tectonic plates. The Atlantic Ocean is widening, the Pacific is closing. Africa pushes slowly north into Europe. Australia drifts upward toward Asia. In 200 million years, these journeys will reshape the world into something new. One possibility is Pangaea Proxima. In this future, the Atlantic Ocean disappears. The Americas collide with Africa and Europe, fusing into a single landmass. A supercontinent stretches nearly from pole to pole, deserts across its center, storm-racked coasts along its edges. The Atlantic, the ocean that once divided the modern world, is gone. Another vision is called Orica. Here, it is the Pacific Ocean that vanishes. The continents circle together, forming a massive ring of land around a new inland superocean. Earth would look like an eye, a world turned inside out, with water at its heart and land along the rim. And then there is Amasia. In this scenario, the continents drift steadily north, clustering together around the Arctic. A frozen supercontinent encircles the top of the world. The equator becomes an endless ocean, while the poles, once icebound, now bear mountains and deserts. Which of these futures will Earth choose? We cannot say for certain, but we know this: the continents will fuse again. Our familiar world map, the one engraved in our minds, the one printed in every atlas and globe, is only temporary. In the vast timescales of Earth, it is nothing more than a passing phase. A new supercontinent will bring a new climate. The Earth we know today, with its balanced winds, shifting currents, and familiar seasons, will be transformed. At the heart of the new landmass will lie deserts beyond imagination. With no nearby oceans to carry rain inland, these vast interiors will become scorched wastelands, hotter and drier than the Sahara. Temperatures may rise to levels no large animal can endure, forcing life to retreat underground or vanish. At the coasts, the opposite will unfold. Where oceans touch the supercontinent, moisture will fuel endless storms. Hurricanes larger than anything we know today will roar across the shorelines, feeding on warm waters and circling for weeks at a time. Floods will carve new rivers into the land. The weather itself will become a force of destruction and creation. And then, there is fire. Along the seams where continents collide, volcanoes will awaken. Chains of fire will ring the new supercontinent, erupting with ash and lava, releasing gases that shift the balance of the atmosphere. Oxygen may drop, carbon dioxide may surge, the planet's very breath will change, and with it, every form of life will adapt, or perish. But life does not surrender. It adapts. It survives. And in this future world, evolution will paint strange new forms across the Earth. In the deserts, creatures will retreat below the surface, building labyrinths beneath the sand where temperatures are bearable. Giant burrowers may rule these hidden realms. Armored mammals or reptiles adapted to heat, with pale skin and vast reserves of water stored within. Along the coasts, in storm-churned seas, marine giants will rise, perhaps descendants of whales or entirely new predators, shaped by millions of years of change. Their forms could echo the ancient monsters of the Mesozoic seas, vast, sleek, and unstoppable. Above, the skies may belong to creatures unlike any today. Imagine organisms that drift like living balloons, buoyed by lighter-than-air gases, floating for weeks on endless winds. Or birds transformed into titans, their wings stretching wider than the span of a small plane, soaring above alien forests that carpet the supercontinent's edges. Every corner of the new world will host life fitted perfectly to its challenges. We cannot predict exactly what they will look like, but we know they will come. Because life, once born, has never stopped. But what of us? Will humanity see this world? The answer is almost certainly no. Civilizations rise quickly, but they vanish just as fast. In 200 million years, the ruins of our cities will be erased. The tallest skyscrapers will collapse. The deepest tunnels will crumble. Even monuments carved in stone will be ground down by wind, water, and time. Perhaps a trace will remain, radioactive signatures in rocks, or thin layers of plastic fossilized into the crust. To the creatures of that future world, our existence may be invisible, unknowable, forgotten. Earth does not remember civilizations. It remembers continents. The Earth has many faces. This is only one of them. 200 million years from now, a new world will stand where ours once was. Alien, beautiful, alive, and still, our Earth. This journey into deep time is only one glimpse of Earth's endless story. If you want to keep exploring the hidden past, the distant future, and the worlds our imagination and science can reveal, join us here at Lithinix. Subscribe and step with us into the unknown, because our planet is more than a home. It is a living universe.